10 after more than a year of uncertainty and a pandemic that created major financial concerns. Local leaders got some very good economic news today.
The Air Force announcing U.S. Space Command will remain headquartered at Peterson Air Force Base for at least 6 more years. It's something the DoD and state leaders have been discussing at length.
News Channel 13's Chase Golightly joins us from Peterson Air Force Base tonight to tell us more about the local benefits. Chase.
Bart, Heather, Congressman Doug Lamborn and Senator Cory Gardner tell me Colorado Springs is already the perfect place for U.S. Space Command. And while they're happy it's going to be here for another 6 years, they tell me their mission now is to make sure it stays here permanently. After waiting for more than a year, we now know U.S. Space Command will be here to stay in Colorado Springs for at least the next 6 years. Something Congressman Doug Lamborn is thrilled about.
This is a step in the right direction toward ultimately naming Colorado Springs as the permanent home of Space Command.
He and Senator Cory Gardner say this was a big victory. But now, the real challenge, making sure Space Command is here to stay.
We've got to work hard over the next several months to make sure that we are stepping up to meet the criteria that the Secretary of the Air Force has laid out.
Both say it starts with further expansion of facilities at Peterson Air Force Base, where the command is headquartered.
There's thousands of people that will be involved in this. There's going to be purchases, there's going to be buildings, there's going to be expansions.
That's hundreds upon hundreds of airmen buying homes and shopping in our stores, not to mention countless military contractors and other economic opportunities. And as the mayor points out, each new expansion will strengthen our case the next time around.
They may put in more military construction in the next 6 years. That contributes to the economy and makes it harder to move someplace else.
But as Senator Gardner points out, Colorado Springs will need to continue proving it's a worthy partner for U.S. Space Command.
In providing that reciprocity for jobs and recognition of the professional licenses that our military spouses have.
And at 6 years, the length of the deal should help.
They have the freedom now to make personal decisions like buying houses, bringing their families here.
All the more reason to keep U.S. Space Command here for good. Senator Gardner also tells me the time to make a case for permanence is now, because it's not like they're going to hold off on their decision making for the next 6 years. In fact, he tells me it's possible they could make a decision on where the permanent headquarters for U.S. Space Command will be as early as January 2021. Reporting live at Peterson Air Force Base, Chase Golightly, KRDO News Channel 13.